Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now, which is perfect for summer. This is my everyday summer makeup routine. I show you skincare and I show you how I get this makeup. Of course, this is a lot heavier for some people in the hot and humid areas, but over here in California it has not felt like summer, to be honest. Maybe in the middle of the day it gets up to like 75, but at night it's still pretty chilly. It's kind of insane. I don't remember last summer being like this, but this is only my second summer here, so I don't know if this is normal or not. But I've really been loving wearing this makeup pretty much every single day of summer. When I do wear makeup, I don't wear makeup every single day, but yeah. In this look I use almost entirely cream products, so it's really interesting to see how cream works on top of cream. Before I get into this video, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified for future uploads. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I do when doing my everyday makeup, I don't do this every single day, but I do it most days because it just helps with the under eye bags, is I use an eye mask. I have actually been loving this Eye Method Beauty Gold Eye Mask. It reduces puffiness and it just really helps prepare for makeup. So what you're supposed to do is put them on, leave them on for 15 minutes, and then rinse out from under your eye, and then you can apply makeup as normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And while these sit, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my skincare. I have absolutely been loving the Pixi Beauty Vitamin C Serum. I apply this almost every single day and I feel like my skin feels really soft and nice. And I also use the Gin Amber Dolphin Facelifting Dolphin to really push that into the skin. It's supposed to give you like a facelift without actually getting a facelift, if that makes any sense. And I feel like my eyebrows really like arched, and it just, I put it like, I use it on the high points of my face and it just literally gives me a really nice facelift. So the way this works is there's two settings, and I've talked about this in a favorites video before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and mention it again. There's the, you always have to have your finger on this part, by the way, otherwise it won't vibrate. But yeah, the cool part about it is the vibration aspect. But if it's blue, that means it's cold. You press it again and that turns hot. I honestly don't prefer one way or the other, like more than the other, if that makes sense, but I do usually just use it cold, and I just really press the serum into my skin, and I absolutely love the way it makes my skin feel and look while I'm using the serum. I also do my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press this into my under eye as well. Can't hurt at all, and it makes my skin feel really nice. And after that's soaked in for a little bit, which I've had it on for like 10 minutes already, I go ahead and I apply my moisturizer. I've been using the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream, and I absolutely love it. It is so pricey though, but I just go ahead and apply this every single day before makeup, and it makes my skin so hydrated. If you have dry skin, you will love this. And while this is finishing up, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take off these eye masks. I'm also going to use an eye cream. This is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I absolutely love this eye cream. I think it's great, and it really hydrates the under eye, makes concealer look super flawless. And if you have dry under eye, trust me, you need this in your life. For my summer makeup, I usually start with my face because my eyes end up being super basic and easy to do, so why not start with the face? It's just easier to get it done. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face using my favorite primers. The first primer I'm going to use is the J1 Red Jelly Pack. I absolutely love this primer. It definitely has a jelly consistency, but it hydrates your face, but it also makes it like super sticky so that your foundation sticks to it really nicely. I love using that primer in combination with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Oh my gosh, this blurs out your pores so well, and it makes every foundation I have look flawless on me. For foundation, I like to use a stick foundation as that gives like the best glow, and oh my gosh, I just love this foundation stick so much. I've been using it for years and I'll never get enough of it. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick, and I'm in the shade Y315, and I have this in like so many shades for when I'm self-tanned. I have a few darker shades just to cream contour. Like, I just love this so much. And I do take this with a Morphe Y6 brush, and I just buff it all over my face, and it gives the best coverage with a brush. If you like a more like lighter coverage, I suggest using a sponge, but I like using a brush personally. I just think it applies the best and it gives the best coverage, and it just looks the nicest. For concealer, I've absolutely been loving the Too Faced Sculpting Concealer, and I actually really hated this concealer at first. I thought it was too cakey under the eye, and I didn't like the reformulation of this. I liked it originally the way it was before they reformulated it, but I've gotten used to it, and I just tend to apply less because I just think less is more with this concealer. I do like to highlight using concealer, so that's why it's a lot lighter than my foundation. I do like to use the Juno & Co. Mini Velvet Sponge. It's so good to blend out concealer. It gives a more full coverage than a bigger sponge would because it's so concentrated in such a tiny little form. So that's why I've been using this sponge and I absolutely love it. I do have to set my concealer because if not, it just creases everywhere and it comes off so easily. I don't set my foundation to achieve that like really nice glow. But I'm gonna go ahead and lay down all the cream products that I'm gonna be using to make sure that the powder doesn't mix in with the cream products. So I'm gonna go in with cream bronzer. This is the Huda Beauty Tantour. I like to use this with a sponge. I recommend patting it into the skin versus sweeping it with a brush because it does break apart the foundation if you don't pat it in. So I'm going to take the same mini sponge that I was using for concealer and I'm going to use that to blend out this contour. For blush, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop blush sticks in the shade 25-8 and I absolutely love this shade so much. I think it's perfect for every single day and I love the formula of this as well. I do like to take it on a brush, so this is a Morphe M405 brush. I feel like it applies best that way and it just gives the most opacity and pigmentation. For highlight, I'm going to also take the ColourPop light sticks in the shade Bullseye, and this is like such a pretty highlight, but this is actually my first time using it, so I don't know how to apply this the best way. I think I'm going to try using the mini sponge that I used for the concealer and the contour and see how that works. I really like how subtle that is, but I think I'm going to go in with a different kind of glow after I set everything, so it's not going to be entirely cream products, but you know, it looks really nice. I just think it needs an additional glow situation. Personally, I like a really intense glow. So for setting powder, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. I find that this setting powder sets this particular concealer the best, although this is one of my favorite setting powders ever. I think it works with any concealer. It sets everything so nicely and I highly recommend it. It's like such a good powder. I'm moving on to the eyes. Before I continue, I did like prime them a little bit with the concealer I used under the eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a tiny bit of this white ColourPop concealer. This is like the lightest shade. I find that my eyeshadows really pop when I use this. For the eyes, I'm gonna keep it super simple and just use one cream product and one actual shadow, and this is the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Cannon. It's one of my favorites. I've had it for years. I just think it's like really easy to use. Like it's one of those like you just put this on and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that directly onto the eye, blend it out with the brush, and then I'm gonna go in with just a neutral eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put on lashes off camera. I do like to put on lashes almost every single day. I just think that they make my eyes pop, and I just use really natural ones when I'm going for like an everyday summer look. So now I'm going to go in with some more highlighter because I feel like the stick highlighter was just not enough for me. And I'm going to go in with the Artist Couture Cocoa Bling Diamond Glow Powder. And I love this so much. If you don't like glitter in your highlight, you won't like this, but I just think it looks really nice, especially in summertime. For lips, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the shade Aquarius. This is my perfect everyday nude. I love the formula of this because it is a cream finish, so it's really hydrating and it goes really well with the wet look. Lastly, of course, you don't want to forget setting spray. I love the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I think it makes everything last all day and it looks really good on the skin. So that is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed this really nice and glowy and fresh summer makeup. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!